Welcome back to another Amnesia custom story. Now for today I have another request by Porsche 911 and it's Amnesia in Dark by Here and Now Live. Wow. A unique experience that encourages stealth gameplay over standard run for your life scenarios. If the monster sees you, you might as well be dead. Amazing! That's the kind of things I actually like. As well as a story-driven experience. Tons of story sections sprinkled throughout. Because as I think Zaya described me that if there is a monster, I will just throw a box at it and run away. But in this case, I'm good as that, so that changes my tactic. That changes my gameplay. Because often with the January 6th, 1841. It changes the. Because normal grunt doesn't pose a huge threat for me. Because you can throw a box at it, it staggers, you can run around the corner and then it forgets about you. But I guess with this custom story, you're as good as that. Okay, interesting. Hello. It also has own made music, which is encourageable. I like own made music.
To die.
No, I'm not ready. Which is nice, because I like people that put effort in the custom story with their own music, own story. It's great. The only problem is, it has a lot of bugs, apparently. Of course, I have the April 2nd, 1999. I have the updated version with bugs fixed, but it might still have some bugs. And Here and Now Live presents in Dark. To Markin's estate. I can't go to Markin's estate. Eviction notice. Look, Taylor, I have delayed for you, but I need those rent checks. You have not paid me in nearly 4 months now, and the only thing that kept me kicking you out on the street was my sympathy for what happened to your family. Sympathy only goes so far, Taylor, and I need the rent money. I know you're a nice kid and all, and I've been working very hard to find work, but I'm running a business here, and non-paying tenants are not good for business. I'm putting my foot down. If you do not have money to me by the end of the month, I'm kicking you out. This decision is final. I'm so sorry, Taylor. Wah, wah, wah. Don't worry, I'm going to do some sort of satanic ritual, summoning all kinds of weird monsters like the Grunt and the Brute, but I will get some money, and then I will give it to you. But then I've doomed the world.
Hello, Mr. Lerwick. My name is Mr. Markins, and I hope this letter finds you well. But in all seriousness, that is highly unlikely. You have been put through quite the gauntlet recently with the loss of your parents, and the loss of your future. I must say that the plagiarism report I read was wildly speculative, and hardly at the level of certainty to expel someone from an educational facility. But without drawing this on for longer than I have to, let me state my offer. I want you to come to my manor, Mr. Taylor Lerwick. All the instructions will be provided for you once you arrive, and you will be given the exact location and time in the mail soon. I impress upon you this. If you do an adequate job at my manor, I will personally pay all of your outstanding debts to your rather irritating and self-gratifying landlord, and will happily have a conversation with the college dean to get you reinstated as a student. It will be as if these dark times never existed. So what do you say, Mr. Lerwick? Do we have a deal?
Oh boy, what a great deal. I'm sure nothing demonic is going on there in that house of Mr. Lerwick. Oh wait, my name is Mr. Lerwick, right? Yeah. No. Yeah, I am Taylor Lerwick, okay. Or am I? I don't know. I want some wine.
I probably shouldn't drink as much as I do.
Oh, that's interesting narration like that. I always love that. Is there anything else he can narrate? Key. More narration. Oh, let's go. To Markin. Ah, yeah. I'm sure nothing demonic is going on in Markin's estate. And I'll just get the money and student status again. I don't trust Markins. Not a single bone in my body is trusting him. But at this point, if there is even a tiny chance that what he says is true, it's worth the trip. I'm really not in a position to negotiate. Radio. I can run. Tail. Okay. I've read a comment in the comment section of this story that like the water was something more static, like a block. I don't know. I seem to be able to jump in it. Yeah, look. I can't jump in it, but it's like I'm Jesus Christ walking on water. Ah well, that's not a big deal for me. It's just people were pointing it out. I'm like, okay, whatever. Antiquities. Ah, I do like the music. It ain't bad. I mean, I mean, it's all publicly, so I think it was Kira Imoto or Christy Crown, one of those two that said that the music was bad. Oh, well, not as good. But I find it good. Historian's Journal. Initial impressions. On site diary June 4th, 1951. This is his first day at Richard's Manor or Ralston Manor or Devon's Manor. All of them are correct names for this place that I will be calling home in the coming weeks. I have been commissioned by Mr. Carroll Richard to organize the history of this mansion into a concise and readable volume series. This manor has many secrets in the past of the current and previous occupants. This manor has many secrets and past that the current and previous occupants would rather forget, but none are more jarring and disturbing than the event. Rolson Norwick, the original builder of the estate, was famous for his love of the underground. He was commended comically as being a mole man by his staff at the manor, and it was a title that he did not fully disregard as being untrue. Sadly, this level of instability with Rolson did not last, and after the event, the estate was placed on the market for the highest bidder. For many years, no one would even think about purchasing the famous Norwick mansion, but as in the 1920s rolled around, the property became too tempting to ignore. Ah, I found another gem. So far, I'm really enjoying it. But they said there's gonna be bugs, but I'm not sure how many bugs are fixed. I hope all of them. Courtyard. Okay, I don't think I want to go to the courtyard just yet. Main hall study.
He was so convinced I would come, he left us paintings from the 1820s. I can't remember his name, but he was a wonderful painter. His mind failed him in later years.
Sorry.
In fact, this is a really depressing painting now that I think about it.
I love the narration. This is top-notch narration in my opinion. Okay, so I should not click two things at the same time.
There's something not right about this bookshelf.
Oh my! That surprised me pretty well, and well done, developer. That was actually pretty good. Well done.
Welcome, Mr. Lerwick. Not that I had any doubt that you would come, it is just simply common courtesy to say welcome when one arrives. Since the pleasantries are aside, I will now explain the task you will be doing as you stay here for the following weekend. Your task is to simply explore my manor. Inspect every nook, crack, and crevice in detail, and at the end of your stay, report to me how you found it. Was it good? Was it bad? What were the imperfections, and what were the blemishes? Your highly tuned academic mind should have no problem deriving these conclusions, and I wait with great anticipation for for your report and opinion. Sincerely, Mr. Markins.
Okay. I don't quite understand what this. I don't quite understand what this stone-like object is used for, but it certainly intrigues me. Though every time I use it, I feel that I have left something behind. Ah, yeah. Because that is kind of a penumbra statement. Because you know those artifacts of penumbra. Whenever what was his name? I can't quite remember. Howard was his father name, that's for sure. But whenever the protagonist touches one of those things in Penumbra, there was once also a narration like, I feel something is, you know, left behind in this thing. What was his name? I don't know. Okay, expect every crook and cranny. Some bricks. Sorry for breaking your stuff. Wait a minute, no, okay. I do see a area door there, but I don't want to go there just yet. It's not a basement. And so far I'm actually really enjoying this. This is great. West wing. And let me guess, east wing. Also locked. Let's check the courtyard first, see if that's also locked. Oh wait, I have a key. Key to the map. Oh, I know. It's here, isn't it? I'm sure I'm supposed to fall through there. Yeah. Okay, this is bad.
What have I done? I have killed a man. It all started with Alexander mentioning this Vital project that he was working on. I asked if I could see it. He brought me to a room with a man on a table. There was a bag over his head. He stared at me for a while in a way that I'd never seen before. He lifted his hand, and in it was a dagger. Alexander then said, "Mr. Rolson, if you are truly a man of study, you will do this as an act of trust." I was stunned at first, and I took a step back from the long iron blade. Those words suddenly resonated with me. If I was truly a man of study, I would do this as an act of trust. Would he kill me if I didn't do this? Would this be where my life would end if I did not? For a moment, I became another person. That was all it took. I grabbed the blade from Alexander's hand, raised it above my victim. Then I struck down, delivering a perfect killing blow. I was now faced with the same reality that I was aware.
Okay. Weird as music, but because those people said this custom story has some actual bugs which can be game breaking, I will save once a while, just in case, you know, because you don't want to get stuck in a bug and then have to redo everything anymore again. So I will, as long as it goes, save once a while. That's one weird fucked up phonograph. I have a bucket. Ah, fuck. Well, this is going to be a tricky adventure. Sure is. I want to go back to that main hall ambience. Oh man. Alright. 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 Okay. Excuse me. At least it didn't glitch through the whole floor. That would have been bad. Let's see what happens here. Shall we begin? Shall we yeet? Yeet we shall. Okay, oh boy. This is really not good. Alright, let's go. Ah! Key to unlock door. Oh great. Everything is silent now. Oh, okay. Okay. You disappoint me. I'm very sorry. I mean, you threw me in a place with a brute. Let's not have this dream again. Actually, let's never have this dream again. Okay. Not a chance in hell. Okay. Okay. Ah! Those things hurt me. How dare you? Don't touch me. Okay. Don't touch me. Code 355124. 355124. Oh, my head. This is one of the most hangovers I've ever had, and I didn't even drink. Wait a second. Why do you still have those nose? I don't know. Oh, back at the... Hell yeah. My lantern is go. Oh, they took my lantern again. I bet that ladder down here could be used to cross the grab. Okay. So apparently there was this thing with the ladder that was annoying with either. I think it was in Kira Immortal's review or Christy Clowns, one of those.
Oh, I love the dark. It's like a warm blanket in a chilly summer night. It calms the bones and eases the mind. Then again, I am generally infatuated with such stuff. If I was to rate myself, I would probably be seen as a modest man. Or maybe just a fool. A fool that can barely even carry on the stature of his ancestors. What a fool I am. I do try to be kind, though. I'm friendly to all my staff. I would make sure to eat well and are happy. But maybe they're always sad. Maybe they're always frowning behind my back. Always seeing me for the fool I truly am. David says I think too much. And I am the best employer a man could ask for. The words do help. And I must say, even when I think I'm a fool, times are good. And the future is bright.
Okay. Oh, I do have my lantern. No, I don't have any oil. I swear to God, this ambience, this ambience is amazing. Okay, it is kind of repetitive, but I still love it. It's giving this really, I don't know, this feeling that you actually are in one of those, you know, well-made stories. Okay, well, don't fall anymore, please. You know, it gives you one of those unexplainable feelings of, you know, like you're about to set on a great adventure. It's not really explainable, but It really gives me a good feeling. Okay, I need to fix this puzzle. This ladder event was apparently really annoying according to people. I don't mind. I have this ambience to listen to. I could try to like jump as well. Let's try if that would like this. Yeah, okay. West wing key. Goodbye. I got the west wing key, but my sanity, oh my god. What's going on? Slight headache. This ambiance is really getting me. Oh my god. Alright, west wing key. West wing. Trinket key. Where did it even pick this up? Okay. How do you expect me to explore the manor when all the damn doors are locked? Good question. There's my first tinderbox.
A man contacted me from Prussia today by the name of Alexander. He stated that he was interested in working with me on a scientific endeavor involving something called an orb. He says it's a breakthrough in the level of steam power, though it greatly disturbs me in the sense that I've never met or contacted this man before, and yet he wants me to drop everything on my manor and travel to Castle Brennenburg to meet with him. I've always been shocked by the arrogance of pomp over aristocrats, and this is just simply more evidence towards the contrary. Though I do not have anything going on since my last research ended, I should not just sit idly by and wither away. Davis has stated great distrust in this man, Alexander, saying that his intentions towards you can only be malevolent, but I want to see it for my own eyes, so I will travel to Castle Brennenburg, I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna say it again. Just to be sure. God damn, this ambience is something I can't really explain, but oh boy. It is like tranquil yet hopeful, yet you know that you're setting off to a great adventure, and it's narrated with, the narration is also so well, and it goes so good with the narration combined with the ambience. Oh. It really gives me an amazing feeling. Okay. Now there went the music. Okay, that's just the wind. Okay, and there it comes again. Okay, I see that swing. Goodbye, chair. It's tranquil, hopeful, yet you have this feeling that, there's something, that you will set off a great adventure, something great. Hey, a key. The kind of feeling you also get in, like, at least I got it in, like, The Witcher 3. And of course, Witcher 3 is like a magnum opus, And also, like, Skyrim itself was great, but it was like a mod. Enderal. Yeah, that one also had this kind of feeling, at times. Enderal was really a great mod for Skyrim. Although it kind of messed up my seems right. It kind of messed up my Skyrim at the end because I had to uninstall it, play normal Skyrim version again, but then it kind of messed it up. Wait, oh, this is the book that I could pick up. Oh, wait a minute. Did I see something there? Or was it just a weird, like... No, I guess that was just something weird. Nothing in the chest, huh? Drawing of some kind of water pump. Hello there. You know, as you have, I have played a lot of custom stories, and to find such a hidden gem, like, yeah, I've never played this custom story before, and to find such a custom story in, 2019, when you have played almost everything, is amazing.
Brandenburg is a strange but wondrous place. Halls are sturdy and structurally focused, and I'm happy that the Baron shares the same love for carpentry that I do. But more to the point, this Alexander man is truly intriguing. He has a vast knowledge far exceeding my own, but comically doesn't have the ability to put that knowledge to good use. He asked me to fix this machine that was powered by the orb. It's truly a mighty fight, but in the end I was able to get the machine up and working again. There was something strange I found. The machine parts weren't recently built. By the looks of things, they must have been tens of years old, and had been broken from simple age and lack of maintenance. Who is this Alexander, Baron of Brandenburg?
They hate me. They all hate me, and I hate them as well. Robert Lerwick. Robert Lerwick was the last person found dead in the aftermath of the event at the Ralston estate. There was no information on the location of Catherine Lerwick or their daughter Christine Lerwick, but the sources say they fled the area for their safety. The estate is at the time being closed down, and the relatives of Mr. Ralston have been blocked up the extensive underground and are now attempting to sell the manor to private buyers. The chance that they will find a buyer anytime soon, though, is highly doubtful, with the estate's now dubious history. The only future of the Ralston estate is now more than likely abandonment. Okay. Eastern key. Nice. And it's not like an obvious skybox, which is actually great. Ooh. I shouldn't fall. Sometimes in custom stores you just have a box, but this doesn't look like a box, which is great. Oh. Oh, hello. Oil, great. You know, it keeps me want to play this custom story. I just don't want to stop playing it. I don't know. Can I use it? I doubt it. Okay. Seems pretty self-explanatory, huh? There's Mr. Chair. Okay. Steam engine of some sorts. Rightio. That was therapeutic, and I got my mind off those notes for a bit. I hope Marcus didn't have a deep love for that window I broke. Oh my. I highly doubt it, you know. I think he did it on purpose, because you have to explore the mansion, you know. East Wing. Wow, such a creative name for a section of the manor which predominantly resides on the east side. I know. Okay, I'm just gonna save again. You know, the game Journey would also kind of describe the feeling of me, you know, about this ambience. Courtyard key. But there's more things here. I love how you can interact with objects, and the protagonist has like a narration for it. It's a stone. Do I need it eventually? I don't know. Historian's Journal Sleepless. June 10th, 1951. In the early 20s, with the rise of Prohibition, a man by the name of John Davidson purchased a manor from a bewildered Rolston family. I think they're talking about the alcohol prohibition in America. Davidson had made a fortune in bootlegging and trafficking liquor, and the Rolston estate was in the perfect location for different routes of transport. Davidson completely reinvented the estates physically and in image, taking it from a dilapidated manor, which had been abandoned for its dubious history, to one of the greatest festive locations of the 20s. Davidson would throw massive and ridiculous house parties where there would be easy access to liquor, and took extensive precautions to prevent police interventions. Due to the isolated location of the manor, there was never a true threat of people hearing from afar, but there was always the issue of covert police officers, especially with all the attention that Davidson started to get. Inevitably, it ended the way it had to. Davidson was caught in the late 20s, and the grand status that the now Davidson estate had gained was gone in a night. I believe that would be a good first introduction to Mr. Davidson, but I must admit, it might be a little too rudimentary. I might advise it later, but with the lack of sleep I recently have been getting here in the East Wing, that is unlikely. It is just simply too bright at night here. I have asked Mr. Richards to allocate me a bed in the basement where I can finally rest my head and sleep. Okay, so it is bright here, huh? More stones. Nicely stacked boxes that I just threw off like a jerk. Okay. More boxes, more shit, okay. The courtyard. Was that really a dream? I mean, you don't really tend to keep things from dreams, so if that was real, then ... Courtyard, huh? I thought the courtyard had two. Okay, I guess the courtyard has two entrances. Ah, yeah. Okay, that leads to the west wing. That is the east wing, and that leads back to the main entrance. Oh, what is this? And you can walk on water. There are even fishes in there. Just checking, you know. Interesting. Alrighty then. Historian's Journal, Potential for Sleep, June 12, 1951. The current owner of the estate, Carol Richards, is a fascinating man. He made most of his fortune as an author recently after his Tour de France, not really, after his tour in France during the war against Germany and its allies. The now famous biography, A Stand Alone, became an instant classic with the young individuals returning from war. After this great success came great scrutiny from the public. Mr. Richards suddenly found himself in the crosshairs of a spotlight he never wanted to be part of. Thus he began to look for a location where he could be hidden from the public eye. The Rosen estate fits those terms perfectly, and thus he purchased the manor, and the Davison manor became the richest manor. In his spare time, when he was not writing, he is reading from his massive library collection, which has been compiled from many locations in the world. This should be a good general mock-up for my ending, though I am concerned it will be too glowing about Richard, and he will be too upset about at my direction. I'm about to move to the basement. All the preparations and accommodations have been made for me, and I will be happy to get decent sleep. I know, man, I'm the same. If it's too light, I can't sleep. It annoys me. Okay. Interesting. Who would sleep here?
Dear Mr. Lerwick, by this time you have probably gone through most of the above-ground estate, so I would now encourage you to examine the basement and see if it is as appealing as the old stories you have read about it say. I truly hope you will enjoy the second half of your journey through my manor. I can at least promise that this part will be far more entertaining than the previous locations. Sincerely, Mr. Markins.
Basement key. Holy shit. I went fast. But there are so many other things that I wanted to explore. Can I go up here? Locked. I've came from there, I don't need to explore anything there anymore. Locked. Also locked. Okay. No, but above ground exploring, I guess. Time to see the locations that make this manor different from all the others. I guess it's goodbye ambience as well. Wonder if there's any old liquor down here that is still good. So far, so good. I can tell you that. I really enjoy this. Oh boy. Oh boy. I still want to continue. But let's see first. I just can't stop. There we are. Oh my. Wow. That's a huge as well. There's a ladder here. I wonder why. Oh. Lol. Stop walking, please. Thank you. Storage key. Ah. Saved by a lamp. I need something to pry the boards away. So the butler servants or some sorts used to sleep here, right?
Hi, my name is Wilson. What am I doing? This is so ridiculous. Just another thing the staff here has created to cheer me up. I don't think they really understand the problem. I can't stand this place. I can't stand my job. I can't stand these people. I shouldn't actually say that, especially after all they've done to cheer me up. They placed a painting in front of my workstation so I could look at something other than the wall all day. They made me organize my workroom into a beautiful setup for more invigoration. And they even let me join in their weekly storage room key hunt, where they hide the storage room key somewhere. We look for it. Whoever finds it gets a bottle of wine. It's a great distraction, but the last time we played we lost the key, and now I have to look at the same painting, day in, day out. It's a nice painting though. Two merchants are in some sort of trade in the eastern setting. I'm really at my breaking point here. These fixes can't sustain me anymore. I want out. I want to leave and never come back. I can't stand the darkness any longer.
Oh boy. You know, the narration was great. You know, the narration was pretty great because, you know, it felt like he was not distrusting them, but in a way he felt something was wrong, you know, being locked up here. I have a key though. Huh, okay. Why would he be why would he be locked down here? There's a note. Concerns. I'm really worried about Wilson. He's not been doing well lately, and I'm concerned he will do something he might regret. I've talked to Markins on several occasions to allow him to go upstairs and get some light, but he insists he stays down in the machine room for his work period, which is all of the daily light hours. A man cannot live in the dark forever and not start to slip away. And if I did not know better, I would have believed he wants this to happen. He keeps hanging up paintings that we usually switch out for Wilson, so our amount of them is just drastically dropping. I think I can speak for my coworkers when I say Markins is a callous man. Okay. Is that all? Oh, I guess that's all. I don't know. Feels weird to hide a key somewhere just to put a note in it, in the place that you open. Oh, I guess I'll just go. Can still pick it up. Great. I start to recognize this. Weird. Okay. Oh shit. The fuck was that? The dog got bashed in. Acid recipe. All the garbage in the basement he has to be burnt off in an acid solution, according to Markins, because paying someone to carry the garbage up would be far too inefficient. The same man who says this also wants to completely reconstruct the now 170-year-old underground. Because this is apparently how logic works to Markins. Regardless, he needs to keep that acid walking, and lately the reaction has stalled. Acetic acid is in the copper pipe I ripped from piping somewhere should reignite the reaction. I don't think it would be even worth mentioning the issue of finding acetic acid here, because vinegar seems to be in such highly supply down here. I am a cook as an occupation. What the hell am I doing with my life? So much for the chemical work I always wanted to do. I believe acetate is sometimes referred to as sour wine. Okay. So, sour wine and copper, huh? Sour wine. I haven't found sour wine just yet. Locked. Now it's broken. Looks like this lock will need to be softened with and then hit with something heavy. Okay, now you can just jump like that. No, I don't know. Yeah, this is his new accommodation. Historian's journal, never sleep again. June 12, 1951. I hear noises when I sleep coming from the deeper underground. They sound like grunts and cuss, but very faint. I asked the rest of the staff members and they all denied it. Even Richard said it was nothing. The one thing I noticed from him though is more than the other staff members was the significant presence of fear. This man had fought in wars where he faced death on the front lines, but whatever wrestled behind that door in the basement seemed to scare him so much more. I will be leaving this place soon. The rest I will write at my office. Okay. Sounds eerie. Too spooky for me. Interesting. There's a hammer. Picked up a picture hammer? Question mark. If there was a picture hammer. Nah! They tricked me.
Ah, Wilson. I do apologize for the recent obsessive use of your hammer. I just have lately wanted to hang up more paintings. I know the study is one image short of being a gallery, but I honestly can't help myself. You're welcome to take the hammer back now. It is on the couch.
Oh, okay, it's the hammer that is being used to hang up pictures. Sometimes it seems sorrow overwhelms me. Okay. Still need acetic acid, I believe. Okay. Oh wait. Can I just not find it? There. Just this here. Why would I think it is not? Huh. Oh, okay. But what did I do now? Huh? Help. Should not melt with acid in it, I think. But, why can't I pick it up then? Or is it already in mine? Why can't I pick it up? I'm confused. There's nothing else. Wait a minute. No, I opened the door. Yeah. Alright. What? Are we going to reach the underground? And are we going to be able to fix this puzzle? You will see that in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers!